Good afternoon everyone. Welcome to Math second session for 10 June 2021 batch. Today we are going to discuss proofs of an irrational number. Before start the concept, we recall what type of real numbers are called an irrational number. In our previous class we learned what are the irrational number. The numbers which cannot be expressed in the form of P by Q is the form P by Q where P comma Q are integers and Q not equal to 0 are said to be irrational numbers. We can be expressed in the form of P by Q, that numbers are called rational. We cannot express in the form of P by Q, then the numbers are called irrational number. And also the decimal expansion of the irrational number is, we can represent it into non-terminating and non-recurring, means non-repeating. For example, root 2, root 3, 3.1911912 and so on, pi. These are all example for irrational numbers. Let us learn theorem 1.6. It is used to prove some real numbers are an irrational number. Let us start today's class and read the statement. What is that statement? Let P be prime number if P divides A square, where A is positive integer, then P divides A. We can prove this theorem. What is given that in the statement? A is one positive integer. So given A is a positive integer. Let every positive here, we already learned in our previous standard, every positive integer expressed in the product of prime factors. So let the prime factorization of a b is as follows, and also every positive integer can be expressed in the product of prime factorization. That theorem is called, already we learned. What is the name of that theorem? Fundamental theorem of arithmetic. So then we can write A equals to P1, P2, P3 up to Pn, where P1, P2, P3 up to Pn are which numbers? Prime numbers. Then we write A square equals to P1, P2, P3 up to Pn into P1, P2, P3 up to Pn. Why we write this two times? We write P1, P2, P3 up to Pn and P1, P2, P3 up to Pn, because A square means we can write A into A. Then we will write P1, P2, P3 up to Pn, P1, P2, P3 up to Pn. If P divides A square, if P divides A square, if P divides A square, then P is 1 among P1, P2, P3 up to Pn. What is that here? What is given that P divides A square? It is given that in our statement. Then P is 1 among the, what are the prime factors are? P1, P2, P3 up to Pn. So P is 1 among the factors of P1, P2, P3 up to Pn. Then P divides P1, P2, P3 up to Pn also. P divides P1, P2, P3 up to Pn also. Since A equals to P1, P2, P3 up to Pn, P divides A. P divides A. Therefore, if P divides A square, then P divides A. Okay students, so what is the theorem? Let P be a prime number if P divides A square, where A is a positive integer, then P divides A. We can so we can observe some examples about this theorem. Suppose 2 divides 16. 16 can be written as 4 square. Means 2 divides 4 square. 2 divides 4 square. Then 2 divides 4. 2 divides 4. What is the theorem? P divides A square. Suppose this is the P. It's divides A square. Then P divides A. So suppose you can take 2 divides 16. 16 can written as 4 square. Then 2 divides 4. Another example, 3 divides 81. 81 can be written as 9 square. Then 3 divides 9. Okay, students. Let us proofs of. Okay, students. Using this theorem, we prove irrational numbers. Some real numbers are irrational numbers. We can prove any some real numbers are an irrational number. We can follow one method. That method is called contradict method. What is that method name? Contradicts. Now we can take one example in our textbook, example 7. Show that root 2 is an irrational number. Root 2 is an irrational number. So can you solve this problem? First, let us assume that root 2 is rational number. First మనం assume చేసుకోవాలి ఏంటి ఇచ్చిన దాన్ని irrational మనం చూపించాలి. When can you assume root 2 is rational? Every rational number can be expressed in the form of p by q. Then there exist two integers a and b such that root 2 equals to a by b, where b is not equal to 0 and a and b are co-primes. It means already we learned when we call the given numbers are co-primes, any two numbers does not have any common factor other than 1. That numbers are called co-primes. So root 2 equals to a by b. Root 2 equals to a by b. When we write a equals to b root 2, we will get this one, a equals to b root 2. How we will get this one? We cross multiply these two terms, root 2 into b and 1 into a. Root 2 is nothing but you can write root 2 by 1. Then 1 into a equals to a equal to b into root 2. Okay. Squaring on both sides. A square equal to b root 2 whole square. A square equal to b root 2 whole square. B root 2 whole square means b square root 2 whole square 2. Then b root 2 whole square is nothing but a 2b square. It take it as equation 1. That is, what is that? You will get a square equal to 2b square. A square equals to 2b square. What is that meaning? A square equals to 2b square. 2 divides a square. 2 divides a square by b square times with no remainder. That is, 2 divides a square. Then 2 divides a also from theorem 1.6. P divides a square. A is a positive integer. Then P divides a. So 2 divides a square. Then 2 divides a. Understand? Next, we can write some integer. You take any integer. Suppose you can take c. We will write a. We can assume a equals to 2c. A equal to 2c. 2c means 2 divides a by c times with no remainder. With no remainder. Substituting a equals to 2c in equation 1. What is that equation 1? A square equals to 2b square. A square equals to 2b square. So what is that equation? A square equals to 2b square is the equation 1. Then what is the value of a? 2c. Then 2c whole square equals to 2b square. Then 2c whole square is nothing but 2 square means 4, c square, then 4c square equals to 2b square. We cancel both terms by 2, we will get b square equal to 2c square. b square equals to 2c square. So what is that meaning of b square equals to 2c square? 2 divides b square. 2 divides b square by c square times with no remainder. So b square equals 2c square means 2 divides b square by c square times with no remainder. That is 2 divides b square. Then 2 divides b. 2 divides b square. Then 2 divides b. From theorem 1.6. So also here 2 is the factor of b. In before we will get 2 divides a. So 2 is common factor of both a and b. 2 is common factor of both a and b. But it contradicts. That what is that? A and b are co-primes. A and b are what are they? Co-primes. It means co-primes does not have any common factor other than 1. So that our assumption is false. What was our assumption? Root 2 is rational. Root 2 is a rational. So therefore root 2 is an irrational number. Therefore root 2 is an irrational number. Let us know some properties of an irrational number. These properties also you can learn in your previous standard. Okay. The sum and difference of rational and irrational number is also an irrational number. The sum and difference of a rational and irrational. We can take one rational and irrational. The sum of the rational and irrational is also a irrational number. And you take one rational and irrational. The difference of the rational and irrational is also an irrational number. For example, 3 plus root 2 is a irrational. 5 minus root 8 is an irrational. 2 minus root 3 is also a irrational. The another property, the product or quotient of a non-zero rational number and irrational number is an irrational. Before that we learn sum of the rational and irrational is also a rational and difference of the rational and irrational is also a rational. In this property, the product and quotient of rational and irrational, non-zero rational number and an irrational number and an irrational number is also an irrational. For example, 3 root 7, 5 root 2, 5 by root 2 and also 1 by root 2, 1 by root 3, 1 by root 5 are also are irrational numbers. Are irrational number. So we can solve some problems in our textbook exercise 1.4. We can solve some problems. First problem, we can take first problem 1 by root 2. We can prove 1 by root 2 is an irrational number. So already we told that we can prove any number is an irrational. We follow one method. That method is called contradict method. So now we will go to solve this problem. Also use it to that method means contradict method. Now we can solve the problem. So 1 by root 2 solution. Let us assume that 1 by root 2 is rational number. We can choose anyone is a rational number. The rational number must be expressed in the form of fraction. Means a by b or p by q or p by s by t, anything you take any variable. Then there exists two integers a and b such that 1 by root 2 equals to a by b, where b A, B not equals to 0 and A, B are coprimes. A, B are coprimes. Then therefore 1 by root 2 equals to A by B. We will get root 2 equals to B by A. How we will get root 2 equals to B by A? We can reciprocal of the values on both sides of the equation. Means the reciprocal of 1 by root 2 is nothing but a root 2 by 1. Root 2 by 1 is nothing but a 1. And also the reciprocal of the left side. Which value is there? A by B. The reciprocal of this one? B by A. Okay. Here as A and B are integers. A and B are integers. B by A is also a rational number. If A, B are the integers, then B by A is also an integer, and if it is in fractional form, then it is called rational number. That is root 2 is a rational number. That is root 2 is a rational number, which contradicts the fact that root 2 is an irrational. ఇది అసలైన ఫ్యాక్ట్కి విరుద్ధంగా ఉంది. Here, hence, our assumption is false. 1 by root 2 is an irrational number. Now we can solve second problem from this exercise 1.4. Prove that the following are irrational numbers. Root 3 plus root 5. Root 3 plus root 5. We can prove this given root 3 plus root 5 by which method? Contradict method. Let us assume that root 3 plus root 5 is irrational number. Then there exist two integers a and b such that root 3 plus root 5 equals to a by b, where b not equal to 0. Also a and b are coprimes. Okay students, then we will take root 3 plus root 5 equal to a by b. Then we can transpose one irrational number to other side. Then we can write root 5 equals to a by b minus root 3 plus root 3 can transpose into the right side. It will be minus root 3. Squaring on both sides. SOB means squaring on both sides. Then root 5 whole square equal to a by b minus root 3 whole square. Then root 5 whole square is nothing but a 5 equal to this. It can be expanded with using a minus b whole square. Means a by a square minus b square. A square plus b square minus 2ab. Then what is the a? A by b. A square plus b square. B is nothing but a root 3. Then root 3 whole square minus 2ab. Then 5 equals to a by b whole square means a square by b square plus root 3 whole square is nothing but a 3 minus 2 into a, 2a by b into root 3. Here you can write irrational number is one side and all rational numbers are other side. Then what is the irrational number in that equation? 2a by b into root 3 is an irrational number. It will transpose into the left side. Then we can write 2a by b into root 3 equals to a square by b square plus 3. 5 can be transposed into the right side. It will be written as minus 5. Then 2a by b into root 3 equals to a square by b square minus 2, and it will written as a square minus 2b square. Then we will written as a square by b square minus 2, and it will be written as a square minus 2b square by b square using LCM. Then root 3 equals to a square minus 2b square by b square into, we can transpose 2a by b into the right side. Then we can written as b by 2a. Fraction will be transposed into the one side to the other side. We can write the reciprocal of that fraction. Then b by 2a. Then వన్ బీ ఇక్కడ ఉన్న ఒక బీకి ఇందులో న్యూమరేటర్లో ఉన్న ఒక బీకి డినామినేటర్లో ఉన్న ఒక బీ క్యాన్సిల్ చేస్తే ఇంక మనకు వచ్చేది ఏ స్క్వేర్ మైనస్ 2b² బై 2ab. ఏ స్క్వేర్ మైనస్ 2b² బై 2ab. √3 ఈక్వల్స్ టు మనం వచ్చిన వాట్ ఈస్ దట్ రిజల్ట్? √3 ఈక్వల్స్ టు ఏ స్క్వేర్ మైనస్ 2b² బై 2ab. Here a and b are integers, then a square minus 2b² also an integer and 2ab is also an integer. Therefore a square minus 2b² by 2ab is a rational number. It is contradicts the fact. What is that fact? √3 is an irrational number. So our assumption is false. What was our assumption? √3 plus √5 is a rational. So we can proved √3 plus √5 is an irrational number. √3 plus √5 is an irrational number. Okay students? We can take third problem from exercise 1.3. We can solve. Okay. What is that problem? 6 plus √2. You can prove that 6 plus √2 is an irrational number. Let us assume 6 plus √2 is a rational number. Then there exist two positive integers a and b such that 6 plus √2 equals to a by b, where b is not equal to 0. Also a and b are co-primes. Then we can write 6 plus √2 equal to a by b. It means √2 equals to a by b minus 6. We can transpose the 6 into the right side. Then we can write a by b minus 6. It will written as a minus 6b by b using LCM. Then √2 equal to a minus 6b by b. Here a and b are integers. Then a minus 6b is an integer and b is also an integer. Integer by integer is a fraction is equals to a rational number. Then a minus 6b by b is a rational number. That is √2 is a rational number. This will be rational. It equals to √2. Then it is also a √2 is rational number. It contradicts the fact. What is that fact? √2 is an irrational. Hence our assumption is false. What is our assumption? 6 plus √2 is a rational number. This is wrong. 6 plus √2 is a rational number. So this is our assumption. It was proved is wrong. Then 6 plus √2 is an irrational number. 6 plus √2 is an irrational number. Now we will take another problem and prove an irrational number from exercise 1.4. That is, show that 3 plus 2√5 is an irrational number. We can prove any given number is an irrational number. We must follow contradict method. Okay students? Solution. Let us assume 3 plus 2√5 is a rational number. Then there exists, it is a rational number. A rational number can be exist. If it is an irrational, then there exists two positive integers and b. Not it is a and b, you can take p and q or s and t, anything, any variable you can choose, such that 3 plus 2 root 5 equals to a by b, where b is not equal to 0 because rational number can be expressed in the form of p by q and q is not equal to 0. Okay, and also a and b are co-primes. A and b are co-primes. Now we will take 3 plus 2 root 5 equal to a by b. Then you can write 2 root 5 equals to a by b minus 3. 3 can be transferred to the right side. Then we can write minus 3. Then 2 root 5 equals to a minus 3b by b. What is that equation? 2 root 5 by a by b minus 3 means you can take LCM b, then you can cross multiplication a minus 3b by b. So 2 root 5 equals to a minus 3b by b. Then root 5 equals to, you can transpose 2, it is the multiplication division, a quotient. Then a minus 3b by 2b. Here a, b are the integers. Then a minus 3b is also equals to an integer. 2 into b is also an integer. Integer by integer is nothing but a fractional form, is equals to a rational number. Then so a minus 3b by 2b is a rational number. So it contradicts the fact. What is that fact? Root 5 is an irrational number. So our assumption is false. What is our assumption? 3 plus 2 root 5 is a rational. So we can prove 3 plus 2 root 5. Therefore 3 plus 2 root 5 is an irrational number. Okay students, we take another problem and solve from exercise 1.3. That is the second problem. Prove that square root of p and square root of q is an irrational where p comma q are primes. Here p and q are, what are they? They given p, q are the prime numbers. So this is also followed by a contradict method. Let us assume square root of p and root of q is rational number. Then there exists two integers a and b such that root p plus root q equal to a by b, where b not equal to 0. Also a and b are, what are they? Must be co-primes. Then we will write root p plus root q equal to a by b. Then root q equals to a by b minus root p. Then root p is transformed to the right side. We can written as minus root p. Squaring on both sides. Root q whole square equal to a by b minus root p whole square. Root q whole square is nothing but a q, and it will be expanded using a minus b whole square formula. What is that formula? A minus b whole square equals to a square minus 2ab plus b square. Using this formula, we expand this one. Here a means a by b, b means root p. So a by b was a square plus b square minus 2ab. Then q equals to a by b whole square means a square by b square plus root p whole square means p minus 2a by b into root p. Here we can write irrational number is one side and rational numbers are other side. Which one is the irrational number in that equation? 2a by b into root p is the irrational number. Then we can transpose to the left side. We will written as 2a by b into root p equal to Already here right side a square by b square plus p, and q is transferred to the right side, then you can written as minus q. Then 2a by b root p equals to, we can written as, this one will be this, a square plus pb square minus qb square whole by b square using LCM method. So root p equals to a square plus pb square minus qb square by b square into 2a by b is transferred to the other side, I mean right side. You can write the reciprocal of that value. Then what is the reciprocal of 2a by b? B by a. So into b by a. Then we cancel b square lo oka b. Then we will get a square plus pb square minus qb square by 2ab, which is rational. Why it becomes irrational? Here a, b, p and q are integers. Then a square plus pb square minus qb square is also an integer, and also 2ab is also an integer. So integer by integer is nothing but a fraction. It is equals to a rational number. A square plus pb square minus qb square by 2ab is also an rational. It contradicts the fact that root p is an irrational. Why? Because root p is an irrational. In our problem given that p and q are the primes. The prime number, the prime number square root is also a prime number, and every prime number cannot be expressed in the, or not a perfect square. ప్రైమ్ నెంబర్ యొక్క స్క్వేర్ రూట్ కూడా మనకి ఇర్రేషనల్ నెంబర్ అవుతుంది. అలాగే ఏ ప్రైమ్ నెంబర్ కూడా పెర్ఫెక్ట్ స్క్వేర్ అవ్వదు. వై? ఇట్స్ నాట్ 3 యూ కెనాట్ రిటన్ యాజ్ పెర్ఫెక్ట్ స్క్వేర్. 5 యూ కెనాట్ ఎక్స్ప్రెస్ ఇన్ perfect square. So root p is a irrational. So our assumption is false. What is our assumption? Root p plus root q is a rational number. So we can prove, what is that? Root p plus root q is an irrational. Okay students, now we recall what we discussed in today's class. First we discussed the definition of irrational number and how to represent an irrational numbers, and also we can discuss theorem. That's theorem 1.6 in our textbook. What is the theorem? P divides a square. A is a positive integer, then P divides a, and proved an irrational numbers using contradict method. So many problems are proved. For example, square root of 2, 1 by root 2, root 3 plus root 5, 6 plus root 2 and 3 plus 2 root 5, and also square root of p and square root of q. These are all proved using contradict method. These are all an irrational numbers. So these type of questions compulsory, these type of problems come for our examination, compulsory 2 marks or 4 marks. So all of you students, practice the concept which we had discussed in today's class, and I am going to give some problems for assignment. Okay students, all of you note these problems and do assignment at your home. Okay. Thank you students.